Hey guys, and welcome to my 8 weeks pregnancy update with baby number 3. So let's talk about what's been going on. So I am super duper crazy happy to tell you that the morning sickness has calmed down significantly. For some reason, out of the blue, I remembered when I was pregnant with Eren, my second son, that the doctor mentioned that some women find relief from the terrible morning sickness by taking a prenatal without iron. Now, I was taking a prenatal with iron, and I don't know why I remembered this little fact. You know, I haven't been to the doctor yet. We don't go until next week, but I just all of a sudden just remembered that she mentioned that last time around. And so I was like, dude, I have to find a new multivitamin. So I found a new one, ordered it. It's a gummy, so it's like super easy to take, you know, not gonna gross me out. And I just within, it was probably like 2 or 3 days, I was feeling so much better. So I don't know if it's just a crazy placebo effect, but I welcome it. It is awesome. I feel so much better. I don't feel like that constant gross feeling. You know, before it was if I was hungry or if I had just eaten or if I needed a snack or if I had just had a snack, like all day long I felt like, oh, just terrible. I never did throw up, but I just felt gross. And ever since I've switched my vitamins, I get like, especially like in the morning when I like really need to eat something first thing, when I'm like super hungry first thing in the morning, I get a little tiny wave of nausea, but it's nothing for the rest of the day. You know, mostly for the rest of the day, I'm like totally fine. So it's crazy how quickly and how like for real the results have been. I feel so much better. So you might want to talk to your doctor, but I was reading online that there were I saw at least like one study that showed for women who had like really terrible morning sickness that getting rid of the iron was beneficial. So I saw one study on it, and I remember my doctor mentioning it last time, so I decided to try it out, and it has been awesome. Thank goodness I remembered that because it's been wonderful. I just have to remember to get back to my regular multivitamin with the iron in it once the first trimester is over and I don't have to worry about the nausea thing anymore, because I don't think I remembered to do that last time with Eren, and I was almost not, my iron levels weren't like bad low, but they were almost low with Eren because I don't think I remembered to take my multivitamin with iron after the first trimester. So I have to remember to start taking it again once this trimester is over, once the nausea is like gone for good, which hopefully is just a few weeks away. I believe with both of the boys, well, I guess Eren doesn't really count because I switched my multivitamin with Eren around like 10 weeks and I felt better, and I feel like it was right around 10 weeks when I started feeling better with Calvin too. So just a couple more weeks and maybe we can go back to the regular vitamin and see if things hold off still. So yeah, I just felt like I had to share that with you guys because it's been awesome. It's been wonderful. And if it at all could help anybody out there, that would be great. So I've definitely been feeling like a total lazy hobo lately. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to clean the house. I hardly even want to take the boys to the park. I hardly even want to go do like our Walmart grocery pickups. Like I just want to sit around and do nothing all day long. Like I want to sit on the couch and read or watch TV all day. I feel like a total hobo. So I'm slowly trying to get back into like going for walks with the boys. It's still not an everyday thing like it was at the beginning of the pregnancy. Even going to the parks, like we've gone to the park just like once in this past week. Like we really need to get back into like going out and doing things while the weather is still nice. You know, it's the end of September here now when I'm filming this, and we really need to take advantage of the beautiful weather while we can, because before we know it, it's gonna be winter and gross and blah. I do feel like the bump just like popped out of nowhere this week. I don't know, for some reason, like a couple days there, I was really like, holy cow, where'd this belly come from? So I guess we're gonna have to show a belly shot since I was talking about how fat I feel. So let me show you the belly at 8 weeks pregnant with baby number 3. Yep, just feeling fat. Nothing to show off yet, but just in that awkward in-between stage right now. So I don't know if you've noticed, but I totally have blue dye on my fingers. We were messing with food coloring today during some science experiments with the boys, so my fingers are tinted a little bit blue. I did have a couple days there where I felt a little bit more crampy. That really hasn't been a big symptom that I've had so far this pregnancy. It's just, I don't know, it just hasn't really been around yet. And so this week, maybe a couple of days, I felt a little bit more crampy, but nothing crazy, still nothing intense or even more than just, you know, a couple times a day for a couple of minutes. Not like, nothing crazy at all so far. I'm finally starting to get the breathlessness. I noticed it while I was filming a couple of days ago for my YouTube channel. I just feel like I take like these big giant breaths and I have to like kind of pause a little bit between like segments of my video. I just feel like the breathlessness is already coming. I feel like it came so much quicker with both of the boys, but this time around I've been waiting and waiting for it and it's finally here. Like, it feels like it's really late, but I definitely have noticed the breathlessness. I have been having my first like cravings and aversions. I got this really bad pizza aversion, which is super weird because I usually love pizza. My husband, when I was pregnant with Calvin, at least, maybe both of the boys, but at least my first son Calvin, when I thought about pizza, I needed pizza like right now. And so my husband ordered us some pizza kind of as like a surprise, you know, like we were out kind of late and he's like, okay, then we won't have to like make dinner when we get home, I'll just order pizza. And he's like, hey, I ordered pizza. And like I was like totally grossed out by the idea of pizza. Just thinking about having pizza for dinner was like, no, why would you do that? Why would you order pizza? This is like the worst thing you've ever done to me. Like, it was so weird because usually during my pregnancies, I love pizza. Pizza is the best thing you could do for me. And this week, I was like not having it. I still ate a couple of slices and then a couple days later I had some leftovers just because I knew I had to eat it, but I was not a fan and it was not appealing, and just thinking about it made me feel really gross and yucky. It was so weird. So lately my go-to meal of choice has been cereal. When I wake up and I kind of feel like I need to eat something so I don't feel gross and yucky, I will eat a bowl of cereal, and then like maybe a couple hours later I'll eat my like actual breakfast, and then a couple hours later I'll have lunch, you know? So anytime I'm like, oh, I'm so hungry that I'm gonna feel gross, I just eat a bowl of cereal. It's super quick, super easy, don't have to think about anything, don't have to sit in the kitchen and cook anything, don't have to wait half an hour, you know, cereal. Make a bowl of cereal and then I will survive. That's been my go-to thing anytime I feel kind of yucky. Like I said, I haven't felt like super yucky, like death, but I've definitely, you know, when I'm hungry, I need to eat like right now. So like I said earlier, I feel like all of a sudden my bump is just like, I mean, I don't look like pregnant, I just look like really fat, but it just feels like it's really come out of nowhere. And thank goodness we're getting into fall, kind of, you know, it's still like 75 today, so it's still a little bit warm, but at least we're kind of getting closer to fall so that I can start like covering up the bump so I don't look like super fat. You know, it's just like that awkward stage where you're like, oh, I look like I'm fat. I don't look like I'm pregnant. I just look like I'm fat, right? So it's just that awkward little stage. At least it's kind of like getting to be fall time so I can wear like sweaters and I can wear like scarves and like things to like cover up the bump. So hopefully fall finally like really sets in. We've had a couple little tastes of fall, but like I said, today's a little bit warmer than it has been previously, so I'm totally looking forward to fall. I can't wait for fall. Fall is the best ever, and I know that I have to take advantage of the beautiful weather because as my pregnancy progresses, if things start going stupid like they did with my first two sons and I kind of have to be more kind of on bed rest and not walking around a bunch, I'm not going to be able to take the boys to the park and walk around the park. I'm not going to be able to go for a walk around the neighborhood. You know, I'm not going to be able to enjoy everything. So I know I need to enjoy it now while the weather is good and while it's still early in my pregnancy before things start going wrong. So of course we don't want anything to go wrong. I want this pregnancy to go by perfect. No high risk problems, no high waters, you know, not dilating before it's time. Everything's gonna go smoothly, right? That's what we're trying to imagine and visualize for this pregnancy, but I know that it's a possibility because of what happened with both of the boys, so that's that. So yeah, that's it for today's little update. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you want to keep following my pregnancy updates and my other motherhood videos too. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!